live, but I'm not ready to go actual streaming just yet. So I'm using this to test the waters, to see if the connection is stable. And meanwhile, I also need to post all my announcements. Where are my announcements? Oh wait, that's over here. All my socials, per usual, having issues right before I wanted to stream. This time, my Telegram keeps freaking out. And well, I don't need my Telegram to stream. I do need it to just let's things I don't need for the announcements. Right. First on Instagram, that's always the first one I do. No idea why. Guess I'm just used to it. Refresh to see if it's actually posted. Yep. And then delete. Okay, so that means that Instagram is posted. Then WhatsApp is completely syncing, which I don't really need at the moment, but is a way of communication. Facebook is easy because that makes a preview. Blue Sky also makes a preview. Fireworks offered by the neighbors. Cara, which is also a social media that also does a preview. So that one's easy as well. But you just need to wait a little bit for it to post. Mastodon. New post, who this? And I do need a little announcement picture with that. Used to be a site where you could host multiple social medias and then cross post easily, but that was no longer totally missed that message. Well, not very important anyway. That became a paid, and if it would have been a reasonable, like 50 euros a year, yeah, not for me, not for me. And that was the basic with only a few connected social medias. And I'm gonna post this for a moment because I think that's nice. But, currently taking pictures, but we keep your stream in the background. Feel free to do so, but keep on focusing on those pictures. Those pictures don't make themselves. And that was the final social media. That's completely loading and it's going to take a while, but that's not really important right now. Okay. I need to start up my VTuber. That's not my VTuber. I need the other V. Now you know which software I use for my video editing. Oh no! It's a free video editing software. And you can probably do a lot with it, but actually all I do is speeding up and removing audio, and for the audiobook is pasting audio after another and adding an image in the background. So, and I am thinking about maybe streaming, recording my audiobook, but I'm very hesitant. First of all, it's not the first episode, so you'll get spoilers. And second of all, I'm still very unsure about myself. Is it? Yeah, it's following. Doop, doot, 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 doot. Let's see. Oh, it can be a little bit bigger. And remove all the blocks, and there you go. And I shouldn't forget how to press start with recording. Otherwise, that's going to make me very unhappy. Okay, so my Telegram for web is still updating. Well, that's probably gonna take a while. Also, my glass of water is almost empty already. Hydrate! Used to have a bottle, but I don't have a clean bottle at the moment. Usually I reuse bottles, and now I need another one, and I need to clean that, and I rather have only water in there. Blah 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 blah. All the blah blah. Right, on our way. And this is the final penny I'll be drawing this year. I used to do a last year artwork of the year and a first artwork of the year, but penny usually is the last one I make. And I simply don't have that much time for it anymore. And enjoy your pancakes. Don't drop them on your outfits. That would not be funny. Okay. Press start recording. See? I remembered. And let's see. And then okay, I need to remove the other ones. Otherwise I don't see what I'm doing. I need to check how it's called. Yes. And I do need to check it a little bit. There's a video for 21 seconds, so I need to check it. Oh, okay. Already confirmed. And I am going to link this in chat and check the video. I can't post it publicly, even though it is publicly, so this is the most public I can do. I can't send it through Telegram yet, because it's still updating. Not sure how long that's gonna. Not sure when this is okay. So because this is going to be boring for the speed paint. Let's first do the sketch, and I'm going to cheat a lot. But is it cheating if it's your own work? Yep, that's indeed a lot of Santa Clauses. And a few should be familiar. And this is probably going to be one that's backwards, because you know you can. I don't usually do a comic that pans out over 4 panels, but you know, for this time it works. By the way, news, managed to edit 1 episode today, managed to editing was episode yesterday, so editing is going slow, but I am editing. Vados is still here. He had the zoomies today, and he rarely has zoomies as a whole. But he was quite tired of that for having the zoomies. But it was a very intensive zoomies. So that was, by the way, the weekly news. Tomorrow I hope to record episode 5 in English. And if I don't wake up too late, I'm probably gonna record Dutch as well. And otherwise I'm going to record the Dutch later this week and combine it later this week, so that I have wait, this is the microphone. Always draw the microphone before. So I want 5 episodes done before the new year, so I can post on the first Friday of the new year. So I think that's 3rd of January, I think. English will come first. And I hope that everyone will retweet, repost, well, not repost, but, reblog, whatever. Tell everyone about the episodes. Okay. So hopefully people will know it, and hopefully more people will learn about my books. And I know that most people will do the best they can. And you don't have to pretend that this is the first time you're hearing about it. You can be honest, like someone I know the author made this. Would you please take a moment to listen to it? It's only 15 minutes of your time. It would really help the others. Be honest. I want honest people. Don't ask questions like, wow, is the book already published? Well, first of all, I'm mentioning that in the audio novel. So yeah, it's mentioned in the description. Don't pretend you ask genuine questions. Just be honest. Don't say like, oh, I'm really gonna buy the book now. No, you can say, I already read the book and I love it and I can't wait for more episodes. That's how you help. You don't help me with fake questions, fake interactions, because people, they know it's fake. So just be honest. That's the most helpful to me. And I still need to make the text for next week's penny, so I can easily send it. Oh, hello. How nice of you to join us. Huh, interesting. I'm getting a YouTube message. Ah, there it is. It's updating. 2 on Twitch, 2 on YouTube, and I welcome them all. This is not working if this is in shot. I need to be bigger, 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 bigger. Did you make the VTuber model yourself? Yes, but I did use, what's it called again? Vroid Studio. That's freeware, so that makes it easier to use. And I just edited existing outfits and made it more myself. Edited the hair, so I'm not perfect with it, but it works good enough for me. Those eyes are very tiny. I guess I still need to have those guidelines. Oh wait, that's the back side, so it doesn't need a cross. There you go. I have a couple of VTubers. But this is the main one I use, and she also has a summer outfit. And one day I also make a Christmas holidays outfit and maybe a hot summer outfit. She has in comics she has a reporter outfit. That one's going to be tricky, by the way, but we're gonna try that. And why is my tablet unstable at the moment? Okay, that's better. Cube isn't 2D. I will write it down. I currently don't really have the time for it because I'm working on publishing one book and after that my latest novel. So, but probably after that I'll get more time and then I'm gonna do all that stuff again as well. But it's nice to know what the name of the program is. There are people who use their own art. I believe she's called Cube Watermelon. She has amazing VTuber. But yeah, end of the year things. Christmas is probably gonna be a recording for my audiobook because I do want to release that on the first. Well, not the first. The first Friday of January, and I want to have a little bit of a stock. It was a Santa suit without a belt. But yeah, it would be wonderful if I could make a VTuber with just my art, because that would make it even more personalized. I still want to continue working with Vroid because I actually really like the style. I need to make my brush smaller again. Yeah, technical difficulties is always an issue. I used my old notebook for streaming for crafts, and that one was jaggedy. So I still have to drag around my work laptop, which I'm allowed to use for streaming. I have an amazing boss. To get a better quality. I'm not gonna give them pants because A, you can't see it, and B, it defeats the purpose of one of those little anonymouses that I have. But I have to make them all unique. So this comic is about my town that organized a Santa run for the first time. They wanted to organize it for the first time last year, but there was some kind of little storm, the ones that have winds going crazy and it was like, yeah, this is not responsible to host a dance, so they postponed it to this year. And ironically, they used it they planned it on around Christmas as well. Another Santa suit. For those who follow me and know I'm interested in it, we are very pleased with the announcement of season 2 of Ranma 1/2, though it was kind of suspected because they all have merchandise with shampoo in her cat form, so it would be weird not to. We also saw there was an android of Ranma and Ranma-chan. That's called like that because they're both Ranma. So hopefully that means one day also a shampoo one because we love shampoo. And the only thing I kind of disagreed with the Santa run is that they did it on a work day and they announced it quite late. So for example, while my love could attend it and run, I could not, so I couldn't be there to support him. Am I going to give him a... No, I'm not going to give him a hat. I am going to give him some pieces of hair, because I can. I don't put my chat of Twitch and YouTube on the screen, because sometimes I consider a few things privacy information, and I don't want to dox people. So that's why I'm not... Sometimes I do post in safe comments on screen to make it special. But yeah, I kind of want to preserve the privacy of my viewers. And my own, by the way, but yeah. So this can be one. And we wanted to see pictures. Anyway, I'm still very new to streaming. Even though I've been streaming for about a couple of years, I still consider myself a newbie. Because I mostly have interaction with the exact same people. All advice is welcome. And if I'm doing something for a special reason, then I will tell you. Because these recordings will come on YouTube. So then streams will be able to watch back or rewatched or whatever you want to call it. And as a speech stream, so. And ironically, my speech streams are watched a lot more often than the live streams. Probably because they're a lot shorter and there's no talking in between. This actually should be a little bit lower. But don't hesitate to give any suggestions, because sometimes I just never thought about it. Like, oh yeah, that's a possibility too. I mean, only recently I learned you can stream through Restream, and only recently I found out you can stream through 2 channels at the same time. So, yeah, I'm not gonna give this one a pants, because then it looks like he's shirtless, and that's a bit more weird. If I do have time left, I want to create art for episode 5 that I want to record. But since I've been late per usual, I might not have the time. Also, I'm drawing all these Santa suits as kimonos or kimono-like things. I'm gonna give this one hair. Usually I make more intricate people, but you know, anonymous people. Someone recently asked me why I draw these balloon creatures. They're called anoniempjes, also known as anonymous. So it can be anyone. That's why they're also white. White is the accumulation of the black is the absorption of all colors, and white is the reflection of all colors. So that's why I chose white, but I usually end up giving a little bit of color because I can. That's a tiny, tiny arm. Reminds me of an arm I saw in a game yesterday. A game that's being played in this household quite a lot lately, and not really actively by me, but I am playing it as well. Well, I'm helping. And it's called. Wait, what is it called? I'm doing observation. I'm on observation duty. That's the. So it's an anomaly game, as they call it. You have to look for anomalies, like a painting that suddenly changed, or a bottle that grew, and let's see, or chairs that moved. Just calling out a few things. And of course, there's the unsettling horror element of intruders. And with the intruders, they're never like robbers. For some reason, they're either corpses, so yeah, unsettling horror, or they're naked. Some attack you, so you need to click further and then report them as soon as possible. Some just keep on staring at you. And let's make it a top. Sure. And sometimes you have sounds. Mm. RPG Maker horror games. I have to admit, I'm not very into horror games, and I didn't really do much RPG Maker because I was quite late into the game. I mean, I only got internet when I was 16, and then it was the newfangled thing, so I'm that old. And I'm more a writer and an artist. And I've started gaming ever since, well, not much game because I don't have much time. When I met my love, he's a diehard gamer. And he has the rule that he never plays violent games during Christmas. So he has only a couple of hours to play violent games. And then he has to be non-violent games for the next 2 days. And we're still wondering if I'm on observation duty, a subtle horror game with anomalies, if that's a violent game or not. Because even though it's technically only reporting anomalies, you can get attacked. So is it violent if something attacks you instead of you attacking something else? So we're still on the fence about that. We'll find out. We have a couple of hours left to think about it. How old am I? Ooh, I feel the ancient one coming. Um, let's just say I'm above my 40s and I'm very old and I'm very sad about that. I've been around for a long time. I've seen the 80s. There's no blood in it is technically not correct because a few corpses have blood around them, but you didn't do that, so is that technically violent? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've seen plenty of years. Yeah, I think I can keep it like that. I'm gonna show that one. 80 was prachtig. Dutch for 80 was amazing, but it doesn't sound that great in English. So yeah, we're doubting if those anomaly games count as violent games. For example, Pokemon. Pokemon catching is not violent, but the PvP raids and the likes, where you actually have to battle a Pokemon, that's violent, so that's off limits. Gems of War, which is a match-free game, but you can plan attacks, counts as a violent game. Battle Cats, where it's a tower defense game, counts as a violent game. So I don't have those rules, so I play those games, but so that my love doesn't get behind on dailies. And I'm most of a crafter. Um, just do puzzles. There are a couple of puzzle games that are technically violent, so it depends on the puzzle games. We also do Love Letter, which is technically a card game, but they also have a digital version for it. It's also non-violent. I can't pronounce it, but it's the fruit game where you match the same fruits and you try to get to the watermelon. That's a non-violent game. I'm gonna give this kid a Santa hat. By the way, I just been notified about the winner of our Santa run. Um, it was about who could do the most laps, and a lap was 400 meters, so a normal running track, competition running track. I think nah, that's it. This is a joke. I repeat, this part is a joke. He should be disqualified because he didn't wear a complete Santa suit. He only wore a Santa hat. But that's a joke because it was well deserved. He ran more than 30 laps. I believe my love was near when he's like, how many laps are you gonna do? How much do I have? 20? Yeah, I'm just gonna do a couple more, and then still not that. Nah, still a couple more. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll see him in the news as an athlete winning the Olympics, for the record. Pokemon Snap is taking pictures of Pokemon, so yes, that's also non-violent unless you throw rocks at them. I believe there was a feature where you could do that. You know what? No, he's not this young. I'm gonna make one of the bigger kids probably being inspired by the winner. That's two very uneven arms. That's again uneven arms. I'm just gonna make this a oversized Santa suit, which is technically unsafe for running, but it's the gag of the comic. Okay, so accept that. What other non-violent games we play? Roller Coaster Tycoon, of course, but we are not allowed to make the roller coasters crash on purpose because that's violent. There's another train game, so that can be played. There are quite a lot of non-violent games, by the way, if you actually look for it. I'll check your social media later on because I'm kind of drawing at the moment. Also, for those who wondered, how many laps? I think my love did 20 laps. Yeah, so it was a little bit over 8 kilometers. And he hadn't been able to train in quite a while. And it's cold. So it was. We are very proud of this result. SimCity, the Tycoon games, those are non-violent. Technically, Tetris is a non-violent game. Also, by the way, the runners got all the Santa suits for free. They were donated. Quality-wise, yeah, the seamstress in this chat will probably scream in horror. It was very cheap felt, but the run was €5. You got a medal, you got free food and drinks. Well, only one, but free. And you got the suit. You could keep the suit, and of course they needed to rent the track. So overall, it is understandable they didn't give grade A Santa suits. So of course my love is like now. I'm gonna pimp it for next year. So he's gonna bring his own Santa suit next year if they still have it. Yeah, it wasn't those paper fabric that disintegrates after a couple of years. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a Santa suit as well, a Santa hat. And I made him promise that if it breaks and it's no longer repairable, that I'm gonna get the leftover fabric for the dolls I still want to customize. I'm not gonna give this one a Santa suit because I can. I think our Mrs. Claus is missing a part of her jacket. There we go. And I've been drawing for 45 minutes already, and all I did it with a couple balloon ones. Hydrate. And this is why I don't really like drawing those long-winded crowd things. If you wish to share what you're going to do with Christmas, feel free to do that in the chat. I will show it if it doesn't dox you. And for those who are not Dutch, the Netherlands has 2 Christmas days, the 25th and the 26th. So today's Christmas Eve. And yeah, Christmas Eve is not that important in the Netherlands, only for the religious people. I think most people I know don't do anything on Christmas Eve except making sure that things are defrosted in time. I do need to check because I'm gonna make a big lasagna tomorrow. A little bit my style, so veggies, cheese. Because even though it's lasagna, it should be healthy. That's a very weird spot to have a crease. There we go. So you guys have to work again on the 26th? Bit uneven. I do have to work on Friday, but luckily I can work from home. And hopefully have an easy shift. Oh, it's getting crowded here. 7 people watching. New record. 5 on Twitch, 2 on YouTube. We're currently, if we want to, sharing what we're going to do on Christmas Day or Christmas days if you live in the Netherlands or maybe beyond. If it's something that won't dox yourself, then I'm probably going to show it. If it's something that's I consider too privacy, then I won't mention it. Maybe I will respond to it. Almost done with drawing all my anonymouses. Okay, that's a weird face. I don't think it's the eyes that make it weird. And we're also talking about Santa runs. So if you have any traditions for Christmas, feel free to share them. Usually we stay at home because we don't really like crowds. Sometimes the family comes over. You know, the usual. As for dinner, Well, I try to make something new every year. Sometimes it's going to be oversized. This year for New Year's Eve, I'm going to make an oversized hamburger. You know what? This is the kid that won the competition in the back, so it's not really noticeable because he's humble. And he has a blue shirt, so we can hide that over here. He's going to be a professional runner if he wants to. I hope he does. What are you going to watch in the cinema? Which movie? That's a bit smallish eyes. Solo leveling movie. Must admit, haven't heard of that yet. We'll check that after the stream. At least the coloring of this comic is going to be easy. Oh, that's where I heard the title. It's a title of an anime. Yeah, usually when we watch something on TV, and we rarely watch anything on TV. It's New Year's, or actually New Year's Eve. De Ik hou van Holland special. Oh, eyes are weird. He's gonna wear a Santa suit, or they, because you don't really see genders here. You all assume it's gender based on the image, but maybe it's something else. Let's save, by the way. I haven't saved in a while. Also, I can't draw beards yet. Still have to practice that a lot. Things I can't draw yet that I hopefully will learn one day is older people and facial hair. Like I always tell my students, you can't do it yet, you still have to practice. And I need to practice what I preach. Okay, so are these all the Santas? And that leaves our Penny. That's a bit of a low nose. Usually I do the hair first, but this time I decided to shake things up and let's do some actual art. I don't think I'm gonna give her a classic reporter outfit because Christmas and Santa run. If I do have time left tomorrow, I'll work on my craft as well. Today I managed to paste magnets during my lunch break because of the holidays I can work from home. So during my lunch break I could paste a couple of magnets. So a couple still need their gems. And that means 3 coins are left to make. So if I feel like it, I'm going to stream Sunday. If I don't feel like it, then I don't. Sometimes I don't want all the sounds around me and be all social, even though it's digital. Now it looks like okay. And Santa suit is a bit oversized, so make it a bit bigger. Gravity. Here's my bar. Here's my bar. I'm not repeating it because of privacy, but I hope you'll have a lot of fun. Okay. Okay, I think this is all the line art. Oy. Okay. Now we go on to coloring. Not that there's much to color, but considering how long I've been drawing, over an hour for line art, that's not usually for. That's quite long for me. And considering they all had the same color, that's a bit dark. Whoops. Seems I missed a line. Looks like Papa Smurf now. The rest is going to be painted. Oh, of course, then I also need to do it here, right? Could make it be a Santa. For those who get the reference. Bare-chested. Oh, that's... This one needs to be red. That's a lot of hand coloring. For those who are like, what is he doing? Technically, he's stretching, but let your imagination run wild. Just keep it private. And let's see, that's a bit royal blue. So this here is the winner. And he's wearing black pants. So I'm making that gray so I can work a little bit shading. Oh, don't worry. I would have noticed it when I got there. The magic of internet and computers is that you can reselect a color if you need it. Technically, that's not right. Also forgot his head. See, that's what happens when you color. You come across things, and then you fix it. Forgot to do his head. Eh, seems I forgot more heads. I pretty much forgot everyone's head. Almost everyone's. And since this is the only yellow. That's going to be a pain to shade everything, because you can't select uncolored pieces with one click. And I know that people are going to complain that I painted both Penny and Ethan a bit too dark. But that's okay, they just went on a vacation and they got a bit darker. You can rest assured that if the artist is okay with it, it's canon. And this is still my homage to Pokemon. It's Jigglypuff's microphone. Okay, did I get everything now? Might be easier to just select all the the red and then invert it. Okay, well, maybe I can make it a bit easier for myself. Oh, forgot to color Alex. This is kind of like Where is Waldo, but then the not that hard one. Wait, this should be blue. Mm. There could be a marker in that microphone. I never checked it. So it's Schrödinger's marker. Is there or is there not a marker inside that microphone? And another open mouth right in front of me. Yeah, I know that the trousers were red, or the pants, depending if you live in America or Great Britain. But I decided that the anonymouses are not getting any pants. Also to break a little bit away from all the white and red, otherwise it would be very monotonous. So first thing I'm going to do is shade all the white shades. And then I'm going to do the anonymouses. Ah, should have done this lady's sweater. Well, we still have time for that, so don't worry. First we're going to shade all the white. Yeah, seems I missed a bit of red as well. So that will follow later as well. Don't worry, I spotted it. There's many things I spot. This comic is not done yet. It's okay if you point it out the moment that I'm like, okay, it's done. So technically I should post this and tag all the socials. Okay, first we're going to shade white, and if I did miss one, that's okay. I still have time. It's not 2025 yet. Kid's shirt also needs to be done. Don't worry, spotted it. And lowering the opacity. There we go. And then I'm going to fix that red. And then I'm going to give this kid a cute shirt. Let's make it green, because nice and contrasty. It's probably a Minecraft shirt. If you don't believe me, that's fine. There we go. Making it all nice and cheerful. Then I'm going to do all the annos, who all are going to get different colors. Should not select the guy in the back. Okay, that should be everything, and otherwise magic of work digital annos. Right. I can't follow the rainbow sequence because that would be too obvious. So red can't be used because everything is red. Well, we're gonna start with purple anyway. And the most I'm looking forward to is that after Christmas we get the top 2000. Still following a rainbow sequence more or less, or at least from the colors. Because after Christmas is top 2000, which means all the best songs people voted for themselves. Um, and no, I did not vote on any of the songs in the top 2000 because I'm always too late and I don't know what to vote for. Plus, a lot of my favorite songs are too obscure. For example, I really like the songs of Tom Cardy, an Australian, because those songs are very absurd. No, wait. That does not belong to this anno. And then we get the red again, so we're going for pink. A bit royal blue for this guy because of his shirt. And then we're going for pink, purple again. Different purple this time. Different blue. See, missed a spot. Our very rainbowy lot. But not too rainbowy. So now we have to do the background, and we're going to do some shading. We're going to do the I don't have that much time anymore shading. Besides, even with this center run, I could have joined because old people were allowed as well, and you could bring your own walking cart, rollator. You could do your own little round. I'm seriously that old. I could use one. Next thing you know, I'm gonna pick up knitting. Probably not patient enough to do that. Still too many projects. Okay, and now the background. I don't think you're the oldest in chat. Someone is a bit silent, but I'm quite certain that person is the oldest. All those tiny little spots. Probably gonna make that over there a color as well, but first the background, because I'm halfway selecting everything. And despite trousers all being red, I'm still going to select black for here for contrast. Otherwise things would be too red. We're gonna make it lovely weather. Was a bit later on the day. Well, it wasn't really late on the day, but it is winter, so it gets dark early. I'm going to do it differently this time. Because I want a rounded rectangle. I'm going to make it 5 pixels anyway. And it needs to be above all layers. That doesn't work if you use this. Then you need this one. And I'm going to make I think I'm going to make it a little bit lighter. Okay, so technically it is past tense, by the way. But news is always after the fact. But anyway, it's text check time for those who can read Dutch. There's not much text, but okay. And this needs to go over here. And hydrate, by the way. Good, thank you all for the confirmations. And first I'm going to save it because I probably need to reopen it. Oh, I found an error. I found an error. Guys, I found an error. And there we go. There we go. And now we can save for web. I seem to be missing my mouse. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. And this one. For the banner. And before I open the text, I'm first going to do one last final check of the one for next week, the one at All Year's Eve when I'm not doing anything. It was already checked. And the numbering is correct. So yeah, that makes it easier. But I noticed that I'm kind of overloading Photoshop, but that's what you get from the ancient one. Why don't I change? Well, I still have a couple of things that are limited to this program only, that cannot be converted. And no, I still haven't found back my backup of the software. So hopefully I find that in the new year. And it's probably gonna be on the spot, like I put it over here so I won't lose it. And yes, he grew beard. Okay, so that's done. And now we go to the text files because I need to write 2 texts this time. But yeah, well, the studio is pretty much cleaned up and the storage is, well, we still need to clean up, but we can go there with intervals now. Text in Danish is not being checked. Don't remind me again, I don't speak Danish. Yes, got it, don't care. I'm first going to move it away and save the file because of the advertisement that pops up when you save it. There you go, saved successfully. But yeah, my call it my sewing chamber and the attic is still a big mess. So that needs a lot of organization and I am expecting to find back all the things that I misplaced then. I hope, anyway. At least the software, because I don't think I can find it online anywhere. And I put the software in a special case so I won't lose it and I won't misplace it. You know, that's when you lose it. Okay, so this is all Dutch for those who can't read Dutch, but yeah, sorry, this is part of the stream. It's the 24th of December. My audio novel will be both in English and Dutch, and English will be released before Dutch. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, 2 text checks. Is this the boring part? I'm well aware. Okay, so most of the people already checked it. You're allowed to possess fireworks when stored correctly. You have to be at least 12 years or older for the quotation marks children's fireworks, so the little tolls or the sparklers. And for the heaviest shit stuff, no bad words. You have to be above 18 years. You're only legally allowed to set off fireworks on New Year's Eve. I believe starting in the afternoon. And I must say, they're quite late this year. Usually they already started heavy fireworks by now. The super heavy fireworks, by the way, the cobras and all that very heavy, well, ammunition, let's call it like that. That's all year long. But that's I don't count as fireworks anymore. Everyone is happy here. Good. Spotted. Oh, typo. And 10 minst is one word. And indeed, here misses a word. Well, even te kijken, raar te kijken. Both are possible, by the way, but raar is fine. And I have someone who's very good in Dutch checking my words as well. You should still get this one. Okay, so this will be sent later. What you call it? The video. I use that time to send. So now I'm going to create the art for episode 5. And this time I don't have a sketch, so this is going to be a bit tricky for me. I need the base for it. I can use this as a base. And episode 5 is this. And I'm just going, this is the base, so don't worry. It's just so I have the right size. I have no idea why it suddenly moved out of frame. Probably did something. So first I'm going to make a sketch. And it's going to be a very basic one. I know that some people can't really read my sketches, as they say. So this is just going to be a very basic one. Because I want, let's grab a bigger one. I want a brush, and I'm not used to drawing brushes, so let alone an actual decent brush. This is way too big, so this is a sketch. So this is the first drawing for the episode that doesn't have Naraku in it. But honestly, this is all I could come up with. And of course, I'm not very good at drawing swords. So we have a hilt thingy. This is the guard. Okay, let's look for a little guide. It's a found sword, so you don't really have much choice with the design. It is technically too short, so I'm probably gonna mirror it, so make it easier. Not sure how much this of a guard is, but okay. That brush is way too thick, by the way, but I need a thinner handle. And how about I just add Naraku's hair? Because it's still immensely long in this face. And what if I add her eyes? Just mystical eyes. And then mirrored, of course. Because I actually need what I did the first episode. Where's the first episode? Was that October already? Okay, so that was the backside for episode 1. Episode 2 had Naraku and Apple. Then Naraku and Apple. And 4 had Hands with Water. And this is 5. I'm not really sure if I should add that brush and sword and if I should just do the mysterious eyes. Or that's also a possibility. What if I put the brush over here and the sword over here? Yeah, that could work. So now the tricky part comes because I first need to create the line art. And I need to mirror it. Okay. That makes it a lot easier. The hair is asymmetrical, so I can't mirror that, but I can grab the right brush. because I want to practice a sketchy look with sketchy watercolors. There was a way for me. Oh, right. I could remove it, I believe, like this. It was done too much. It should delete it on both sides. Yes. And the rest will be done with the colors. So we have eyes. Should I make this a bit longer? Yep. And because I like evenness, let's do it like this. Then we're going to do the hair. And that should not be symmetrical. So I believe if I do like this, yep, this is asymmetrical now. And I like the fact that it's going over her eyes. So that's something I need to remove later on, but that's something that's going to be done later. That's the part of later on. And even if I don't really have time to convert the video now, I can do that while I'm recording. So that's something that solves itself. I mean, a speed paint creating is just getting the video, speed it up, add my intro, add my outro, remove all sound, and then it just goes bzz, bzz, bzz. And in the meanwhile, I can just record audio. Let's put that sketch out. I think the eyes might be a bit too much. But that's the beauty of internet and digital. I can just make them lighter. Okay. I do want the hair to be a bit darker, so I just duplicate it. And then I can make the eyes a bit darker as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is create an easy selectable object. That's not going to be the final form, but it makes it easier to select things. Missed a few, but that's why you do this. Okay, so this is the layer I can select if I want to color the hair, and then I don't need to reselect everything. So this is just basic layer. See, easy selection. Um, Now the first thing I need to do is grab my watercolor brush. Not this one, brush. First my round color. Seems I missed a spot. And you need to do this all in the same line, otherwise you get difference in colors. Let's return to the brush. And I want the line texture paper. I like that one better. Opacity a bit lighter. First thing is just a basic color. And now we go lighter. And I need to stop overworking it. That's my problem usually. I overwork it. And then it doesn't look like watercolors anymore. Also, let's remove this so I can see a bit clearer now. How about I go with the self-stating style? Because I don't really like it. That goes a different way. Still need to remove part of the eye, but that will be done later. I used to think it was quite easy, just make a drawing for every episode, and then you actually have to do it, and then it's like, that is a bit trickier than I thought. And have we noticed that despite Matsuru being there from the first episode, I like that mess up, he still hasn't been drawn, because I'm not really sure how to draw him. I know how he looks, but his poses are sometimes a bit meh. But episode 6 is when Blade appears, so maybe I can grab the chance to draw both guys. Then I messed up here. So let's see how far we can get. I'm just gonna do this because this is otherwise going to be a bit too problemy for me. Still have the eyes. This is a copy I'm working on, or actually erasing from. Okay, let's see. I want an extra effect because I want to add a little bit of yellow. That's how you recognize my work. I put yellow in everything. Why can't I put this on? Watercolor edge. Somehow you can't turn this on. Let's first see what it does. I need a bit more lighten, perhaps. Maybe just normal. Yep. And texture density a bit more. You can barely see it. So the opacity needs to be a bit more. Okay, so that doesn't match the brush. How does that look up front? Strange, but I actually like it. And if I add a bit of pink, That's a bit too much. Let's make it lighter. At least it's getting very colorful and weird. And maybe perhaps a bit magical. Which is fine. I mean, this is all about magic anyway. That's a bit too dark. I liked it for that one, but not for this one. I'm gonna use this for some shades. Put it on multiply and make it a bit lighter. So it's very weirdly abstract, but I like it. Now the eyes I want to do duplicate. So can wait, I just do this one. Show in all layers. Wait. Let me return that. And first we make you visible, then we show you in all layers. Then I believe what I'm doing right now. Oh, missed the spot with erasing. That's fine. First remove this. Oh, wait, there. It's already been removed. I first need to make the base. This has to be in one stroke for the base. And I actually like the green background, so I'm probably going to keep it something like that. But we'll see. Then, I think I'm not going to do a sword and a brush. I actually like this, so I'm probably going to do it like this. First of all, we're going to clip this layer so that even if I go outside the lines, great. Clipping layer doesn't work here. Yep, it doesn't work here. Okie dokie. We just have to do it by hand. Wait. And I want some very bright yellow. That's actually a bit too bright, believe it or not. So I'm going to make that a new layer again. And I keep on forgetting what I do on the one side. I also do on the other side. This just needs to be a bit lighter. There we go. This needs to be a bit lighter. And then we're going to make a pupil, and the pupil is going to be dark. New layer. That's a weird pupil. That's not working. What I need is just a normal circle. Okay, so that's a lot better. Now I need opacity. This is hard. This is tricky. I think I have no choice but to use a normal brush. And it needs to be more round. Little bump over there. Electric pixels. That's okay, then I have something to slide with. Still want to see if I can make this a little bit more lighter. Okay, and then I need to duplicate this layer. I'm not really a fan of that highlight, by the way, but that's, I guess, duplicate, merge, merge, stack the layers, remove this one, and then we're going to delete things that are not supposed to be there. This, by the way, can be removed, so no more duplication as well. And I know the image shouldn't distract too much from the audio. I currently have 6 people watching, 4 on Twitch, 2 on YouTube. I think I'm still gonna try and incorporate the brush and the sword, but first the background. All my scans. I need all my scans. I think this is too Christmassy. What's this? Is this something I can use? Well, yes, I can use that, and it's nice and green. This is a scanned pattern, by the way, so I paid for it. I actually like it that it's sideways, so that saves me some work. And I need something watercolory. And I don't have that much watercolor just yet. Maybe this is something I can use. Because it's a bit rainbowy. Technically, this makes the eyes very hard to see, so both these and these are way too much then. Soft lights. You need a bit more contrast for this. Okay. But I still need more. Because I don't know what I need. First, we're going to change the color. I want something contrasty, but there's no contrast in here. So this does pretty much nothing. Can I change the contrast? No, can't really change the contrast. Okay, so this one is not working because too low of a contrast. But this has quite a high contrast. Let's see if this is something I can work with. First of all, by the way, that and then paste. Let's see if I can change something. Brush, thick paint. I wanted a green hint, so it's probably a bit too much again, but that's okay. First thing we're going to do is tone it down. And we're going to do it again, but then with a smaller brush. And if it's glowy, by the way, I should also do this side. And then an even smaller brush. You save, and then I go to presets, and then all my where's all my apophysis? Is this all my apophysis? No, that's just abstract watercoloring that I made and never got to use. Where's my apophysis? Is that an... Oh wait, that's called renders. There it goes. I haven't been using apophysis for a long while. You know what? I'm gonna make a new batch. Where's my apophysis? This is a nice one. How to save it again. Export, export. Where was export again? That's for later. Was this export? That's probably a bit much, but if I save it like this, I should probably... And this needs about 3 minutes because of the high quality. But I need something and I don't know yet what I need. This is a one. And I can render that when the other one is done rendering. And it's done. It's not done yet? Okay. I still need 20 seconds. And some people actually know what they're doing with this, but I'm not one of those persons. And it's done. Did it save it? Yes. Okay, I actually like this color, so... That was awfully close. Short. Ah, there we go. And now you still need 1 minute 20. I'm going to change the color to something that matches the... And I lied way too much, so I'm probably gonna... And now I need to wait another minute. It's beautiful what I can make with this, but it's just like AI art. I'm not doing any work. Right, I need to sneeze. And I need to remember that the mute button is somewhere else this time. This is boring. Yeah, it can make really fractal art, by the way. It depends on the settings. Hypothesis is very nice for that. And it's freeware. It just makes nice patterns and I use that pattern in my art. Kind of like that. There are people who can make amazing art with this, by the way. It's kind of like a math art program. Why are you so slow? I know why you're so slow. Because I'm asking a lot of you. So you could say this was the AI art before AI art even existed. Yes, almost done. 10 seconds. Okay. And we're done. We're going to resave this. Higher quality, and then we're going to call it C because, otherwise it overwrites the other things. You can go down, and I'm going to make, oh, this is a very nice, those two are very nice, and I can only pick one. I'm going for the one that looks like a bird. Disappointment. I can't return. I'm going to randomize it. Often looks better in the preview than in the real art. And as you can see, it can make immense art. And I think this is one I can use for the art. Nice and abstract, but not too much. This is how I return the saving thingy. You can make an indefinite art with this, so but it does change the settings without asking. So now I need to wait a while for this one to be done. And if you want to know how it's called, it's Apophysis is the name of the program. APOPHI no Y yes Y SIS. And of course, then you made this, and it's like, oh, I can't use it anyway. And then sometimes you use it later on. There's still a couple of ones you keep on using, and then the other ones are like, meh. So I am gonna check if this one's gonna work. This one should still be busy. 30 seconds. I think it's gonna be too thin. Okay. But I want something thicker, by the way. Wait, what happens if I change that to 7? If I change this to... There's a lot of variables you can change and I have no idea what I'm doing. This circle is something out. And I'm gonna take a little break, so I'll be right back. I'm not gonna mute, so... And the render is done by now. Okay, so this looks like a nice orb, and then this goes. Is that something I can remove, by the way? Because I don't really like that. Is that something that helps if I remove it? Probably not really. This one I need to keep. And this one does. No, that I need to keep. That I really need to keep. And this one's probably then also one I need to keep. No, no, no. I don't know enough of this program to change the things. Something I still need to learn. Maybe I should put it behind the eyes. Behind the eyes. There we go. That's nice, that's nice. Now let's see if I can still add a sword. And a brush. How's that going to look? I have no idea. So let's first draw a brush. Remember, I've never drawn brushes before, and I actually really like what the outcome of this is. And it's made of silver, and it's decorated. And probably stolen. And there was probably little gemstone here and there, and those are picked out and stolen. A few misplaced strands because it has been used. And of course a couple of actual scratches. Because again, this brush has been used and stolen, so probably taken by force. It's been a long stream, right? This opacity needs to be very high. Okay, not my intention, but I actually like that streak. I'm working on the wrong layer. Ah! Checking, checking. Okay, now I'm never gonna make that very nice swirl again. That's too thick. Okay. Duplicate layer. Okay. And now I need to make a sword. And I'm just gonna be very easy with it. Where is my ice? Because if I turn this one on, I have my symmetry tool again. I can draw it a little bit smaller, so let's first draw the sword itself. Now this is something I need to do by hand because this doesn't copy. Well, it actually looks like a sword, so that's new. Oh, wait, I first need to remove that center line. Then I need to move this upwards. Well, considering I never draw swords, this is actually pretty nice. Is it a functional sword? I have no idea. Oh, this was a while ago, but let's show it. I hereby challenge you to make an actual bingo card of things I do during the stream. Process the wrong layer square on their bingo card. I really wonder what you could come up with. And thank you for the compliments for the brush. Let's show that as well. See? Compliments! Yay! And now we go back to our screen. And no, that was the wrong layer. You can cross it again if you missed it the first time. This one. Duplicate it. And here comes the color. I'm quite proud of this sword because it's the first time I draw a sword that actually looks like a sword, in my opinion. Right layer, right layer. Considering I'm terrible at drawing swords. Opacity normal. And 100%, so let's do it like this. There we go. Oh, seems I missed a spot. Let's add that. Still learning how to do metal, let alone watercolors, metal. That's a bit too much. I always want to use the shortcuts that are used in Photoshop. That's a bit too much opacity. I'm gonna zoom in. Still too much. Sheesh. Forgot I had that sound on. Christmas wishes. You have enough from material for 3x3 bingo card. Did you include forgot to mute or use the wrong mute? Working out of focus for the cross stream. Talks about her cats. Let's see what else. Talks about her novels, books. Let's see, what else do I randomly talk about? Forgets to press record. Let's turn these off. Well, I can probably reuse this sword one day. Okay, I'm just gonna try something. Says I'm just gonna try something. That's also something I do a lot. I'm thinking what else that I randomly do. Hmm. So we technically need 2 bingo cards for my stream. So we need a digital and a craft stream. Needs to take a little break. That's something I often do with the digital streams, what I try to avoid. I forgot to put in the right sizes for when I create a printable. I do want to check if how it looks if I put the colored hair above it. No, I like this better. And glow. And the things I do, you don't really see me doing on stream. Well, I think this is what's going to be, I guess. And now, before I save it, saves under the wrong file name. That's also something I sometimes do, but that's a bit more obscure one. 5, yes, saved, and I'm going to save it as a PNG. Forgets to sign her work. Is about between 10 and 30 minutes late. Preview looks even creepier. Yeah, as soon as that bingo card is finished for both cross stream and digital arts, then I would love to have a copy in it and make it an official for the live streams that people can play along. Have you already needs to restart Photoshop because memory is full? That's what happens when I need to restart it. Okay. It's number 19. Muted herself and forgot to unmute. As soon as I find the muting button again. Complains about the hand she's drawn. Talks about future future projects that have still not been started for years over. Has a cat visitor. Has a non-cat visitor because we have wasps, mosquitoes. Well, once I had a bug, a very big one bug that landed on my hair and I couldn't find it, and it was huge. Spiders can be included as well. Visitors are number 5. Jeez, you guys do have a lot of things already. You guys know me well. Really, I'm really thinking right now. 2 and you can create a card. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't rush it, by the way, and we can also make a version 2 or things like that. Let's see. Well, I have this little space heater, so I don't complain about the cold anymore. It's currently 18 degrees here, Celsius. Complaints about outside noises. People outside. But also, for example, storms. We've been blessed to have little storms. Is multitasking, talking to people through keyboard. See, got one. Got one. Needs to restart the entire stream, or says hydrate. But I think you already have hydrate. Forgot to take the drinks along. Ah, you found a good one. Nice, nice, nice. I don't want to know everything. And for the art stream, the craft stream, I mean, you have plenty for the craft stream as well. Because I'm thinking if maybe that one is okay, one card. Okay, fine, cool. Well, glad to be of assistance to make a joke about my own stream. But yeah, I guess I'll be seeing you perhaps Sunday during the cross stream. My Christmas will be filled with audiobook. And yeah, geez, I've been streaming for 3 hours. Wow, time to get to bed. Have a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate it. Have a wonderful holiday. If you don't celebrate it, have a nice tomorrow and the rest of the week. If you don't celebrate it, just have a nice time. And the next stream will be, well, if it's not a craft stream, it's going to be in the new year. And remember, New Year's Eve, no penny stream, because we all have something better to do. So I'll be seeing you.